All right. For today, we are going to use the scenario Excel to solve algebra. And the first thing you want to do is click on the Excel project. And when you do, make sure that you open the project in Excel. And then I'm going to save it to my desktop so that I know where exactly. Why can't I see? There it is. Save it to my desktop so that I've got it ready for when I want to turn it in. First step that I want to do is I want to fill in my name, get a point for that. Why not? Okay. We're going to enter formulas in Excel, and then we're going to use the goal seek function. Multiple entries in Excel, and then use goal seek. The usual way formulas are used is that all pieces of information for the formula are given except one. By substituting the known pieces of information into the formula, the missing value can be found using the two properties of equality. Excel is good at taking data and calculating the results. Sometimes the formula is solved for a different letter than we want. Suppose instead of having length and width given, we have length and area given and want to find width. So goal seek can be used to find the answer. Let's look at this part right here. The first thing that we're going to do is to find the answer to these questions. Length times width is area. The area is the product of the length and the width. So let's find the areas of these rectangles. The first thing you want to do is turn Excel into turn on Excel so that you can get the right answer, or you can get it into calculator mode. Oops, just a second. I have to. Okay, so that you can get the calculator into calculator mode. All right. So we type equals in this first box, and we could type 7 times 6. But that would only be good in that first spot. Instead, let's use the addresses. The address is C50 is our first box, times the second box is D50. And if you notice, as soon as we type those addresses, the boxes have colored circles around, or squares around them, so that the blue square matches the first number, the green square matches the second number. Now what I can do once I get that formula entered in is I can drag that formula down. Notice how I do it. Here it's a white cross, then it goes to black cross with arrows, and now when I go to the lower right hand corner, it switches to a plus sign. Once it's a plus sign, I can drag it down, and I got all of those multiplications taken care of. Like, for instance, this one right here, it took 21 times 17. So it's a quick way to solve our problems in algebra. Let's look at this next set. All right. This time, the formula is a bit more complicated, it says, because we're going to have to take pi times r squared times h. So I'm going to turn on the calculator, and then pi is parentheses, parentheses. I don't know why they need it that way, but that's the way you need to write pi, times the radius. Only thing is, the radius is going to be to the second power, so that we would say C64 to the second power times D64. And now if you notice, when we click on this box, you can see that the blue box is around the 7 and the green box is around the 6. Then when we pull our answer down, oops, when we pull our answer down, it'll fill in the rest of those boxes. And in each of those cases, it rounded it to the nearest whole number. Sometimes, as I said, we have to find a solution that is not necessarily easy to solve. In this case, suppose we knew the area of the rectangle to be 32. We also knew the length to be 8. We can use goal seek to determine the area. So in algebra, we would have 8W equals 32. In GoalSeek, the green box is going to have the 8. We're going to change this box to find the answer, but this last box we know equals the 8 box times the width box. So the blue box is going to be a formula, C84 times D84. It's important that you have it solved that way. Now, when we click on GoalSeek under formulas, under data, what if analysis, GoalSeek, we're going to change E84 to 32. Why 32? Because our answer is going to be 32 square feet. And we're going to change this box right here, D84. And when we do, notice it quickly calculated that that box should have the letter or the number 4 in it. We can do the same thing with each of these problems here. It says A, that's what we're looking for, plus 5. So we're going to put a 5 here, and this box is the C100 box plus the D100 box. We want this. Oh, by the way, if you don't know what you're supposed to type, you could just type it right. You could see right there that that's what goes in that box. So now we're going to use GoalSeek again. And we're going to set that value, it says, to 7. We want it to be 7 by changing this box right here. And when we do, we find that that answer is 2. 2 plus 5 is 7. So A is 2. Next one. So we have 5, and we have this box is the product of these two times these two. And we're going to do our GoalSeek again, and this time O100 is going to be set at 35 by changing the yellow box and 100. And when we do, it comes out to be 7. So we would write A equals 7. In the last one, notice we've got a coefficient in front of the 4, and we've got a variable in front of the 7. I'm sorry, as a constant term, the 7 is a variable term, and we're going to get equals this number times the yellow box plus the other green box, the 7. So, solving, we would do our what if analysis, GoalSeek. We're going to set that box to 27, it says. 27 is going to be our answer by changing the yellow box. And when we do, it took just a little bit longer, but we found out that R was 5. And so we would write in R equals 5. Now, when you are done with this, make sure you save this project. And, well, where'd it go? And go back here and open the Dropbox and enter that Dropbox.